Anybody a little nervous? A little bit? Where am I going to park? How am I going to do carpool? We have new colleagues, new challenges, maybe new APs, lots of new friends. So there are a lot of wonderful things about this day, new beginnings, new people, new experiences. There's also a little bit of anxiety. So let me ask you a question. How many of you, just raise your hand, how many of you have a fairy godmother or a fairy godfather? See? There we go. Excellent. So you know you have somebody out there who has your back, those of you, right? Well, I'm not going to take long, but when I'm finished, I think more of you will be able to raise your hand. More of you will understand that indeed you do have fairy godmothers and fairy godfathers. Now, what do we know about fairy godmothers and fairy godfathers? I am not an expert. I know there are lots of references to them in folklore. The one story that I know well, that hopefully a lot of you do too, is Cinderella, right? Everybody knows the story of Cinderella. What do we know about Cinderella's fairy godmother? Did she work for money? No. Did she want a lot of recognition, attention? Did she want anybody to really understand what she was doing for Cinderella? No, she didn't. All she wanted was what was best for Cinderella. Cinderella may not have even understood that she needed her. So whether Cinderella had been a man or a young man, and the fairy godmother had been a fairy godfather, there was something magical about that connection now. So what did the fairy godmother do? Well, really she did three things. Let's think about it. She had a plan. She knew Cinderella needed her, and she knew that she had to make things happen to help her achieve her potential. So she had a plan. The fairy godmother had a lot of special gifts, but she also used the resources around her. She used pumpkins and rats or whatever ended up being the coachman. And she knew that there was someone out there who also needed something special in his life, and that was Prince Charming. And if Prince Charming could meet Cinderella, maybe great things would happen for the kingdom. So three things that fairy godmother did: a plan, resources, and a special person. So why am I talking about Cinderella? Well, there are 28 people at Tampa Prep who are your fairy godmothers and fairy godfathers. And I want you to understand what they do to help all of you achieve your fullest potential. And that includes our faculty and staff, parents, but most especially students. So Tampa Prep's Board of Trustees, they don't get paid. They don't work for money. They don't want a lot of attention. All they want is what's best for each and every one of you here today. That's all they want. They just want what's best for you. How do they do that? Well, we have a plan. Last year, the board worked really, really hard under the leadership of our former president, Gail Bernucca, on a new strategic plan. And this plan is really exciting. You're going to hear more about it as the year goes on. The plan is designed to continue the innovation, the creativity, and the rigor that has made it possible for all of you to be here today. So like Cinderella's fairy godmother, we have a plan. We're charged with making sure the resources are here to do the work that needs to be done here at Tampa Prep. That means we have to be sure that the building is safe and secure and conducive to good learning. We want to be sure that the faculty and staff have the resources they need to do their best possible work, and that it's a meaningful experience for them too. The most important thing that we do, though, is we make sure that we have the right person, the right leadership for each and every one of you. And I don't know about you guys, but I cannot think of anyone who is a better Prince Charming for Tampa Prep than Kevin. So right now, I want to introduce you to your fairy godmothers and fairy godfathers who are a little bit uncomfortable with the fact that I put the word fairy into their introduction. But I would like to ask the people who are here among the Board of Trustees to go ahead and stand so you can see them. a fairy godmother or fairy godfather, what do? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So, the fairy godmother, the last thing I want to tell you is the fairy godmother didn't just give everything to Cinderella on a silver platter. She needed Cinderella to do something for her too, or else none of the plans and the resources and the hard work would come together. So this is what we ask of you, all right? Work hard, make this year your best ever at Tampa Prep, try something different, make new friends, make very special memories, because you may not believe it, but it goes like that. So don't waste this opportunity. You all have a tremendous, tremendous opportunity here at Tampa Prep. It's truly a magical place. And I think the best way for me to make sure that you understand what the Board of Trustees would like you to do is let's just think about this. We want you to think. We want you to create. We want you to be yourself, aspire to excellence, and go beyond. So, if you do those things, I promise you, something magical is going to happen this year. So congratulations, and welcome to a new year at Tampa Prep.
Our final speaker this morning